Do you want your emails to keep going to the inbox instead of the spam folder? The answer is probably yes. Do you think that sending more emails means getting more replies? Now that's where most people go wrong. Here's the deal nowadays in 2024. It's not about just quantity, it's about smart sending. That's the real key to email success. It's about healthy deliverability. And of course, staying within the email limits. But it's tough to know what the email limits are. Everyone has their own statistics, so it can muddy the waters a little bit. So let's take a look at how it is that you can adjust your email sending limits to make sure that you're not sending too many, that you're not going to spam, that you're not abusing the sender limits every time that you launch a campaign. Because there's only so many times you can do that before your entire domain gets blocked. So what you're going to do is go up here to your face. This one here happens to be my face. Then you go on to settings. Then you go over to limits. And then here is where you can adjust the maximum number of emails sent by lemlist in 24 hours. Now, why is this important? It's important because you might have 5, 10, 15, 100 different campaigns all being launched at once, which is fine. The problem is that each email address has their own particular limits. So if I have an email address, which is this one here, for example, tal@lempire.co, that's my main one. I don't send any emails from this, but that's a separate point. This email address can only realistically send around about 80 to 100 emails per day. Now that's what it can do. You can do 5,000 if you want, but you're going to get blocked. None of them are going to go to the inbox and you're going to get banned really, really quickly. A much healthier number is roughly 50. And whether you like it or not, a much better number is around 30 per day per email address. You won't want to hear that, but that's the truth. If you go above 30 emails per day per email address, you will start really asking for yourself to be marked as spam and that particular email address to be marked as spam. So what you do, let's get back to it. Let's go into settings, go into limits, and then here is where you can adjust the number of emails being sent in 24 hours from this particular email address. Let's say we put it to 150 per day. There you go. Within 24 hours, you can send 150. Let's say you want to set it to 400. I really don't recommend it, but you can do. But if you do, you will get a little message from lemlist and we say, we recommend you stay below 200 emails per day. 200, there you go. I don't recommend that people do more than, like I say, 30 to 50. Really keep it within those limits because you should be focusing on quality as opposed to too much quantity anyway. But this is how you can adjust it to whatever you like. Again, you set it to whatever you like. I'm just giving you my own advice. There you go. That's set to 30 then. And then, of course, you can set other things like LinkedIn as well. One final thing. It is possible to send more emails in one day than just 30, of course. The only thing you need to do is you need to have a rotational inbox. Now, lemlist does have that feature. There's another video. We can perhaps link that video just up here for you or perhaps up here. If you click that, you'll see how you can add the different email addresses into one campaign so that what lemlist will do is it will choose randomly one of, let's say, 10 email addresses. So there will be 30 for one email address, which is a healthy limit. Then because you have 10, that's 10 times 30 emails per day. So you are able to send out 300 emails because lemlist is automatically choosing a different email address every time. It might sound a little bit complex. That's why I go into it much more deeply in another video. But there you go. For sending and adjusting your maximum email limit, just do it here in the settings. And there you go. Changes are saved. Want to try it out for yourself? Click the link in the description below.